really want to hone in on this shoulders and back. All right, so let's come to a seated position. We're gonna start with Millie and really arrive. When I say that, I mean ground down through your sit bones. And rise up through the crown of your head. Feel yourself grow a little bit taller here. Notice how you're arriving. Notice if you arrive slouched, if you arrived open, and just adjusting the body to where you'd like it to be right now in this moment with your awareness. And closing your eyes if you haven't already. Closing your outer eyes, opening up your inner eyes. And just noticing what's here right now in this moment with you, what you're bringing to your mat right now. Whether it's good, it's bad, it's ugly, it's pretty, it's all welcome here in this moment. And then I invite you to set an intention for this practice. Maybe something you wish for, more peace, whatever that may be. Speak that in your mind's eye to yourself. On your next exhale, breathe that intention out into the world, into fruition. When you're ready, you can start to blink your eyes open. We're gonna start off with shoulder shrugs. So just leaving your hands as they are and bringing those shoulders up like I showed you earlier, and then exhaling them back and down. Inhaling them all the way up. And exhale back and down. Move as slow as you would like here, breathing with the movement up and breathing with it down. And then going the opposite way, inhaling up and forward, exhaling down and back. Let the movement match your breath. On your next exhale, we're gonna do some seated cat-cows. We're gonna do them very, very slowly. So let's exhale and round through the spine. And when you can't round anymore, that's when you'll drop your head down. And as you inhale, pushing through your hands, you'll lift up through your chest, gazing up. Shoulders reach back. And slowly exhale. Rounding through your spine. Inhaling up. And taking a few more at your own pace. Good, 2 more here. On your next inhale, we're coming back up. We're going to do some assisted neck stretches. So just drop your right ear down to your right shoulder. Walk that left hand out to the side. Drop that left shoulder all the way down. And breathe into the stretch for a moment. Inhale, bring that right hand up and over on top of your head and just give it a tiny bit of weight, not to strain anything, just to deepen out that stretch. And I invite you to take inhales through your nose and exhales out through your mouth, which is an extremely restorative breathing practice. You can keep this with you throughout the entire class, which helps to really regulate your nervous system. Exhale, let's bring our hand to the back of our head, and then we're going to drop our chin down. And then using your hand just to add a little bit more weight. Different stretch here. On your next exhale, we're releasing that hand down, bringing both hands back to our knees. Left ear, left shoulder, walk that right hand out, which is easier to do if you don't have a dog sleeping next to you. Oh, I just feel crazy. Getting that stretch in the right side of the neck here, dropping your right shoulder down and dropping your left shoulder down. Sometimes we forget to let that one go. So full release in the shoulders here. Take our left hand to the top of our head and get a even deeper side stretch here. So you're still facing forward. You're just adding a little bit more weight. Again, no tension, no pain. Notice if your shoulder rose a little bit. Just exhale and drop that. Exhale, again, we're going to drop that chin down towards the armpit. Your hands coming to the back of your head, and you're just going to get a nice side/back stretch here in the neck. Breathe. And from here, we're gonna open up our arms into a T. Right arm's gonna come underneath the left, and you're gonna give yourself a very big hug, bear hug. Once you're here, see if you can go a little bit deeper. See if you can move your elbows out more, walk the hands in more. Notice how this feels. If there's any tension, just release a little bit. And once you're here, let's just exhale, coming to round the spine, drop your head, breathe. This is our last seated posture. Good. On your next inhale, let's come up, open those arms out wide. And then left hand comes under the right. Give yourself a really big bear hug. Again, if you can, walk your hands closer to one another. I'm extremely flexible, like abnormally flexible, so please don't compare yourself to me. I was just born this way. There's no secret sauce. All right, so let's exhale once we're here into a rounded spine. Drop your head. Breathe. breaths here. Good. On your next inhale, you can start to come back up. Open your arms out to a T. And exhale, bringing them down. For our next pose, we're going to come onto all fours. Millie, I'm so sorry, but I have to move you. I don't want to move you. We're going to come into puppy dog pose, ironically. So we're going to make sure our hips are stacked over our knees, and then we're just going to walk our hands forward. And as you do this, your chest will reach down towards the mat, and once you're here, perhaps you drop your head down. I'm unable to do either of those because there's a dog underneath me. I'm gonna put you right here. Right here. Deep breaths into this. And if it's in your practice, you can start walking your hands towards one another and bend through your arms so that you are having prayer arms right over your head. Deep breath in. Deep exhale out through the mouth. Good. On your next inhale, let's bring our hands back down. We'll walk our forearms, and then we're going to come onto our bellies. So making your way onto your belly. We're going to take our right hand out to the right side. So it'll just extend straight out to the right. And then from here, just drop your head down. Keep your left hand planted, and then use your hand to bring yourself onto your right side. Once you're here, you could bring this left foot behind you, or if you want something a bit more restorative, you can just leave this left leg to a 90-degree angle and just drop down. But if you are wanting to work on the shoulders, the neck, or really the shoulders here, then I invite you to make your way back like so. Both poses are great. One of them is just a bit more restorative than the other, so breathe into it wherever you are. Slowly coming back to your breath. We'll start by bringing that left hand down, just raising up. And then we're going to thread the needle. So you can leave your leg as is. We're just going to bring our right arm underneath. And we're going to come into a twist. So just extend through that left arm and gaze over to the left. Next inhale, we're going to start to come back onto that right side. And then we'll make our way onto our belly. Making a pillow out of your hand, just drop your forehead down, windshield wiper those legs. Oh. Be careful not to hit anything with your legs. Good. And then we're going to come onto the other side. So we're going to take our left arm out straight to that left side, using our right hand, planting it on the ground to push us up over to our left side. This might be more than enough for you. Again, you might bring this right leg down to rest it at a 90-degree angle, or maybe you bring it behind you to get an even deeper stretch into the shoulder. Notice where you're at, notice what your body needs in this moment, and do exactly that. And if at any point you want to get a bit cozier, you can bring a pillow under your head, you can bring a pillow virtually anywhere that you feel needs a bit more support. I'm probably gonna bring one underneath my head.
because that feels like it needs the most support. One of the reasons that I love restorative yoga so much is because it is genuinely a surrender. You're literally letting go. Body, mind is releasing and letting go and restoring. And we spend a lot of time every day trying to control, holding, gripping, most of the time without even realizing it. 90% of the time, we don't realize it. And this time on the mat is so valuable because it gives you the space to let go. It sometimes reminds you that it is possible to let go. And it shows you how peaceful, how beautiful your life can feel when you let go, when you release, when you are supported by props, when you decide to show up. And the practice of yoga genuinely also has a domino effect into your whole life, into the way you live your life. And as you practice, you might start to notice that the grip loosens a bit more every single day. It loosens. It's not so tight. And that thing that bothered you no longer affects you the same way. So let these precious moments of restoring be the foundation of this domino effect into your life that allows you to restore and then to show up in this world as an even better person and to make this world an even better place. Right now, your only job is to rest. That's it. Can't save the world until you've rested. On your next inhale, we're coming on to our right forearm, lifting ourselves up, and we're threading that left arm through. Coming into our twist, gazing over to the right. If you need a prop
drop underneath your bent leg, that might be really nice right now. If you find your mind wandering, just come back to your inhale and your exhale out through the mouth. On your next inhale, let's bring our right hand over. Slowly make your way onto your belly. And tucking your toes under, let's push ourselves up and back. And we're gonna prep for a heart opener. So if you have blocks, I recommend grabbing those. You can also use a blanket, you can use a pillow, just to elevate the upper body for this one. So I'm just bringing the block underneath, well, really underneath my spine, and then between my shoulder blades. So I want my shoulder blades to just be hanging off of the block, off of the prop. That's the most important part. So as long as you have some elevation, it's really all you need here. And then maybe bringing something underneath your head, whether that's a pillow or a block. And then option to bring the soles of the feet together, dropping your legs out wide. And I think I have a eye mask somewhere. So if you have an eye mask or something to just cover your eyes, I highly recommend doing that. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. deepening your breath. And when you're ready, bringing the knife edge of your feet down, using your hands to help bring your legs up. Just with your feet planted, sit here for a brief moment. And as you are ready, I like to use my forearms to help push me up. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling that in the back. All right, so our next restorative pose is going to be forward fold. So I like to just prep myself with props for my head. You are more than welcome to bring props for your upper body as well. We're going to keep a nice generous bend in those knees. And then as we exhale, we're going to come all the way down. And adjust your props as needed. Some of them don't need to be there. Some of them probably need to be moved. And once you're there, just fully let yourself go. Any effort. Inhale, slowly start to rise up. Bring your hands down onto your mat, planting your hands, just pausing here for a moment. Let's plant our feet down and just take some windshield wipers. Good. And now let's start to prepare ourselves for Shavasana. So I highly recommend bringing anything underneath your legs to elevate them. I'm gonna bring my blocks and my blanket, my pillow underneath. If you have an eye pillow, eye mask, also highly recommend bringing that with you too. And as always, if there's any last move that you feel you need to do right now, whether that's hugging your knees into your chest, taking a twist, feel free to do that now. When you're ready, you can just settle down onto your mat. And the full release, that happens now. So starting from the crown of your head, releasing your eyebrows, any tension there, releasing, letting it go. Releasing your jaw. Releasing your shoulders, your arms, your hands, all down to the earth. As you breathe out, releasing the whole upper body, the back, the seat bones, the entire leg, and the feet, releasing them all the way down to the earth. The whole entire body, every single inch of it, releasing it down. Letting the ground support you and hold you. starting to come back to your breath. Finding movement in your fingers and your toes. And when you are ready, big long stretch from hands to feet. And as you exhale, bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Big, big hug. As you exhale, come onto one side. In your fetal position, which represents birth, rebirth, transformation. Notice how you are returning back to the world today. What data you've collected. And on your next inhale, bringing that with you as you come to find a seated position with your eyes closed, hands to heart center, bowing your head to meet your hands. And really, truly honoring yourself for coming, for showing up, which is usually the hardest part. Honor yourself for showing up, for taking care of yourself, for when you take care of yourself, you take care of the world too. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight or this morning or this evening or afternoon, whatever time it is for you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you, everyone.